Hurry up! We have to hurry! Are we even in the right place? Is it allowed to walk here? Apparently it is so. We always set boundaries for ourselves. Mutual, intrinsic, nonsensical, insensible. How sensible. When we set out in the morning, for example, the degree of brightness plays a role.
Is it getting twilight yet?
It seems dark. Yeah, black. Tag Nummer 15. Day number 15. Guten Morgen, liebe Mitpilgernde. Tag Nummer 15 auf dem Camino Francés. Good morning, fellow pilgrims. Day 15 on the Camino, on the way of St. James begins. Day 14, I wasn't in such a good mood. Day 15 is going well now. I actually have a bit of a cold. I think I was able to get rid of this cold a bit last night. I had a very cold shower this morning. That also helps me a bit. And we have 25 kilometers ahead of us. Our destination is Carrion de los Condes. And yes, the path probably only leads along the road. Not such a nice tour today. Let's see what kind of pictures I can take. Let's just see. I feel a bit better today. I still feel a bit of pain in my right leg, but it doesn't bother me so much anymore. Thank God for that. I was beginning to think I was out of the story, out of it now, but I'm still okay. So, see you on the way.
Ja, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns auf dem Weg.
The mental part. Just between you and me right now. I talk about these 3 sections quite often because, spoiler alert, during the hike I had no idea where I was. Really. I heard about it, but it didn't matter to me. But when I got back home, I quickly realized it's true. It's just true. And what makes the second section stand out is the monotony of the surroundings. You're inevitably thrown back on yourself because the outside hardly offers any more entertainment. And in yourself, you also find, surprise, relatively much monotony. Reality is boring and even painful. It's a chance to just look inward and feel yourself without external supplement. When I think back to the first day of the Pyrenees, from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port to the monastery of Roncesvalles, that was 14 days ago. Feels like an eternity, half a lifetime. Wow. That was close. You didn't see it now, but that transition was narrower than you'd think. Where are we now? Let's see where we are.
So, miles will be 6 kilometers per hour.
Wow.
Oh, so pretty good.
After 1.5 hours, we reach Fromista. I still have a cold and I'm not really fit, but I keep up. These trees that are growing together above us are fascinating us, and we are already asking friends everywhere what they are called. Spanish plane tree is the answer. But come on, you know what we really need now. You know it. Sure you do. You know us by now. Right. Coffee con leche. We meet a friendly lady from England, take a look at the church, which is subordinate to the monastery of Carrion and is an important waypoint on the Camino, but it is closed and it looks like maintenance work is taking place. Every day I notice how much there is to see here on and beside the Camino, how many little detours one could take. If I were in better shape, I'd look at it a lot more, but with my cold, I'm glad I can walk as well as I do at the moment.
I get to Santiago one day earlier. The next day, I just stay there and see if I know people coming in. That'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe. I think we're ahead of some people we already met.
Yeah.
Maybe
I would like to see them at the end.
Yeah.
Two Germans I met are walking their fifth way of St. James. Whoa, 5 times. But let me whisper something to you. In the meantime, I understand them a bit.
Buenos dias.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Look at all the road sheep shit.
When we arrive in Santiago, we will take a day off, a real off day. And on that day, we just sit in front of the cathedral and see who just happens to be in the square and be excited to see the faces when our family members recognize us.
I think in 1981, maybe it was 91.
We reach Villalcazar de Sirga around midday, 12 o'clock. Wait a minute. Translated, that means at least 1 Neapolitana and 2 coffee con leche. Let me show you right now what custom work means. You see? And then it was along a road. Again, everything around here, yeah, it's just green, grey, blue. In the areas around Dortmund in Germany, the Ruhrgebiet, you would say it's just a perfect daily routine. But here, it's the same. I don't mean it in a mean way. Hey, I'm a fan of the Borussia Dortmund football club. So, but why it is like that? Because it is. Life doesn't only exist because of amusement parks, theme parks. Our own thoughts are not always colorful and lively. We often roam through long periods of monotony for sudden moments of happiness and therefore appreciate them even more. Michael and I use the time to get to know each other better, and although we become more and more friends, we both come to the realization almost simultaneously everyone should walk their Camino for themselves. When you tune to each other, but we both realize that this makes us forget the way, forget our reasons for setting out. We agree to walk separately in the following days, but to meet again at least in the evening, at least in Santiago. Well, it was easy today, 25 kilometers, and we've already arrived in Carrion de los Condes, 3 minutes away from the albergue. That was the easiest walk so far. My feet don't hurt anymore, just a bit of the muscle above my right ankle. But otherwise, it was fine. It was easy today. It's cheap. It's cheap. And here it is. Yeah, and here it's... that's a bit more expensive. That's expensive. Well, yeah, you can think about that, but there's still a choice over there.
Hello. Look at Sebastian. He's tired. We are in Carrion, and we have a room for 2, and it is wonderful with private bath. And we are getting ready to have a bottle of wine. If you can do this together, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're in a bar right now.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry.
So the fish is not drowned. It is hake. What is hake?
I don't know what hake is, but it was good.
We get another fish now. It doesn't matter. First, we'll have a salad and then fish. That's our pilgrim menu with a rosado. All together, just under 10 euros. And we are in a bar which is called Villalcazar. And Villalcazar means, what do I know? What do I know? It's nice that a quiz show is playing in the background. Here you can see our hostel. What I would like to point out in particular, as soon as I wanted to check in, they immediately offered to wash my clothes. Now, only pilgrims understand that. But every second or third day, you think that you have to wash your clothes in the afternoon, so that you stay socially acceptable, you know? Good evening. How do I look today? I look a bit like a potted plant, a walking fern. Yes, it doesn't matter.
Ja, ist auch egal.
Good evening from Carrion de los Condes, on the way of St. James, a small but nice town that has many shops and quite a lot to offer. A lot to see, which of course we don't have time for. The street, for example. There are 3 or 4 churches in the small town alone.
3 oder 4 Kirchen allein in dieser kleinen Ortschaft.
I don't know where to get yet. I think there was another nice place back there. I look like a pot warmer, a walking teapot. These 25 kilometers to Carrion today were one of the most boring stages of the Camino, because 80% of it was along a main road.
Weil sie zu 80% entlang einer Hauptstraße führte.
There was a detour, but we didn't really feel like taking it. I wasn't able to do it because I still had a cold from yesterday. I had a really bad cold yesterday and I was in pain.
Ich war gestern wirklich sehr erkältet und ich hatte Schmerzen, gerade so im rechten Fuß.
So every step was absolute agony for me, I can tell you. I won't forget that. Look, that's something too. Yeah, this there. This is an object. And this one, that's great too. These bottle banks. I guess either only 14-year-old girls are allowed to throw their bottles in there, or it's something for the LGBTQ community. I think I'll be banned from YouTube for this comment alone. So if you don't see any videos of me in the near future, it was because of this comment.
Von mir seht, dann liegt's an diesem Kommentar. Aber ich glaube,
but I think I have the deepest faith that there are 3 or 4 people out there in the world who still have some sense of sarcasm, and they don't hold it against you, even if it concerns a minority. So anything that concerns my minority, you can say what you like. I can take anything. I'll be on my way. Look, there's a bar. The cold is slowly going away. I got through the day quite well, but it was only a walk through a green field. Left and right everything was green. There were only 3 or 4 colors to see today. The gray from the road, the green from the fields, and the blue from the sky. Maybe the yellow of the Camino itself. This is, I think, also a part of the mental journey. Yeah, we stayed in a nice hostel again. We are still sharing the costs a bit. From tomorrow, that could change. Do any of you need a washing machine? We talked about that today. We could walk together a bit more because we get along well, but we both also said to each other, the Camino is something personal. Hundreds of people walk here every day. Hundreds of thousands of people every year. Yet everyone walks the Camino alone, for their own personal reasons. That's what we both said to each other practically at the same time today. Mike will continue to walk the way alone, and I will walk it alone as well. So I'm going on. Dressed as a pot plant. Since we are traveling at roughly the same speed, okay, nearly the same speed, we think we'll both see each other again every evening anyway, in Santiago at the latest. But we said to each other, we have to walk the way alone. That's why I will go on alone tomorrow. Maybe we'll meet new people. Yeah, each other again. Yeah, whatever. But it's important to walk the way alone. Maybe that's the realization of the day. Alone. You have to be alone. I have thought about that more than once. Community is enriching, and so is loneliness. So, now this beautiful place. I think it's part of a monastery or a church. I don't know. Each one of us is alone. This is nothing new for you. I know. Not for me either, but we are alone. Even if we sometimes share our ways in life with one or more persons or more people. We are alone. It can happen that even the people with whom we spend our time and whom we are convinced will complete the journey with us do not do so, for whatever reason, and then we realize again, we are alone. Is the church open? No. It can happen that dear people are taken from us. It can happen that even the people we are convinced can never be taken from us are taken from us. Friends can be taken from us, loved ones. There are also people who take people away from people. They take away loved ones. Sounds strange, but it is so. And when you then ask, why? Why are you doing this? Why do you take away our loved ones? Then the answer is, usually, there is no answer. Most of the time, there is no answer at all. And when you try to investigate, you subliminally assume that people are actually good, but have become evil because of their experiences. But that only leads to a certain degree to what you are looking for. The answer, after all, is simple. There are evil people who, after all, only had good experiences in their lives, but they are still evil. Evil exists. Even when people take away other people, there is no answer. No plausible answer, no meaningful answer, no answer that one could somehow agree with. That's life. There's also hardly any way to understand it. You can only try to accept it. Sometimes there are reasons because you have behaved badly yourself, or someone else has behaved badly, and then the door is closed. It's very windy here. I'll go to the door. I'll see if they'll let us in here at this late hour.
Zu dieser späten Stunde. Nö. Ja. Und ja, was ich damit eigentlich sagen will, ist, ja, irgendwann realisiert man ist allein. Man teilt seinen Weg. Man teilt seinen Weg gerne und auch sehr liebevoll und auch mit, ja.
At some point, you realize you are alone, whether there's anyone else or not. You share your way. You share your way gladly. And so also very, very lovingly, with all the love you can sum up in life. With at least one person or a handful of people. Maybe they'll let us in. No. And sometimes it may also seem as if God leaves you alone. Look, God is not letting me in right now. Even that doesn't work sometimes. So sometimes you get to a position where even that doesn't work.
Hörst du die Katzen? Katzen sind immer nachtaktiv, ne? Tagsüber auch. Ich glaube, Katzen sind ja sowieso sehr
Do you hear the
geheimnisvoll.
cats? Yes, the cats are always active at night. During the day too, yeah. Cats are very mysterious anyway. So I think cats just never sleep. At night they have their rituals and territorial fights or whatever. During the day they still sneak around everywhere. They don't sleep.
Die schlafen nicht.
Cats rule the world.
Katzen regieren die Welt.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for a flower shop and buy a pot plant. No, I was just kidding.
Nee, worauf ich eigentlich hinaus wollte, ist, ja, wenn dir nichts
When you have
mehr
nothing left, when everything is taken away from you, everything you think you love is taken away, every person you care about, and when there's nothing left, I hope I'm not triggering anyone right now, so trigger alert, close the video right now.
Es tut mir leid, wenn ich das jetzt verpasst habe. Da musst du jetzt dieses Video abschalten. Ja, was meine Lehre des Tages ist, wenn
Just want to tell you my lesson of the day. When the people you hold dear are taken from you,
you have to carry on.
you still have to carry on. Carry on,
tatsächlich
the
alles,
Los
was du noch
Condes.
hast.
Then, in fact, all you have
auf den du
left
gehst.
is the Camino you walk on, the path you walk on, the way you walk on is all
Der Weg, auf den
you
du gehst.
have.
Und der Weg, auf dem du gehst, ist alles, was du hast. Und wenn du das mal realisiert
And
hast,
once you realize that, then you are free.
dann bist du frei. Dann bist du frei. Das ist einer der Spiegel,
You
der
are
mir
free.
hier begegnet
That's
ist
one
auf
of
dem
the
Camino
mirrors
bislang.
I encountered here
Carl
on the Camino. Carl, for example,
Der
is
Carl ist
totally
total
free.
frei.
He is a free
Der Carl ist ein
person.
freier
I've never
Mensch.
met anyone who is so free. He is a good
ein freier
person.
Mensch.
He's a good man.
Ich
Such
hab
a
noch nie
good,
jemanden getroffen, der
good
so
fellow.
frei
He
ist.
is free because he can
weiß,
be
dass er
and
frei ist.
become anything and has already
was er
proven
will.
that.
Der
No
tut, was er
matter
will.
where he goes,
ist
no matter where he is, he's
gleichsam.
in freedom. Freedom is when you know you can be anything, everything, everywhere, no matter where you are, no matter where you go. And yes, that is one of the most, I really have to say that, impressive experiences so far. But you can only realize that when you know that everything you have or where you are or however you want to express it, you can only realize that what you know, that everything you have or wherever you are or however you want to call it, it's just the way you are on. Okay, so much deep thoughts today. I'm going to show you this beautiful statue. If you have the freedom to realize on the way that you can be anything, become anything, no matter where you are, no matter where you go, then following this logic, you also know that you can be in community, in loving community, at any time, with the people you want to be with.
Und wenn du die Freiheit hast, auf
Oh,
dem
it's very windy here. Yes, you can sometimes be taken by surprise by something that robs you of your freedom a little bit. For example, the wind. Maybe we are all a bit like wind. Maybe we are all wind. We go around the houses and sometimes we howl through the woodwork. And sometimes we climb to the highest heights and think to ourselves, yes, it's nice up here. But then we have to come down again and go around the corners of the houses again. Maybe we are not free after all. I don't know. I was in a bar tonight and its name was, what do I know? Villalcazar.
weiß ich. Und ich wünsche euch jetzt einen schönen Abend noch. Das war das längste
Yeah,
Video bislang.
I wish you a good
Und
night
ich hoffe,
now.
ihr
That was pretty much the longest video so far. And I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the rambling tonight. I show you the church
sag
door
jetzt immer
again.
Kirchentür. Ja. Ja, selbst wenn der
Even
Gott
if the Lord God
einen nicht
doesn't let you in, at least
weiß
you
manchmal
know
nicht,
He's
da
there.
ist er,
He's
da,
there.
da
There,
ist er,
there,
da ist er.
there. He
Also,
is.
da ist er.
So
Man
there
könnte
he is. There
ihn
he
besuchen,
is.
wenn man das
You could visit
will.
him if you
Man
wanted
muss
to,
nicht,
but
man
you
muss
don't
nicht. Und
have to.
manchmal hat er
You
auch
don't
Bock.
have to
Manchmal hat er
either.
auch
And
keinen Bock.
sometimes he's
Manchmal
not
macht er
up
die
for
Tür
it
zu und
either.
sagt,
Sometimes
komm,
he's not up for
geh mal
you.
eine Runde um den Block.
Sometimes he has the
Denk mal
door
drüber nach.
closed
Halt
and
einfach auf
says,
den Block.
come. Go for another walk around the block. Think about it
Das
again.
wäre jetzt so ein
Then you
bisschen
can come back. Knock
unsere
again.
Laufbahn für die
Maybe
nächsten
we'll
Tage.
meet.
Deswegen
Thanks for
sage ich dir,
watching. Why don't you leave a like and
danke
subscribe
fürs
to the
Zugucken.
channel?
Lass
We are all
ein Like und ein
commercial
Abo da.
after all. We are all just sellers,
Am Ende alle
aren't we?
konvertiert. Weißt du,
No,
alle-
no, no.
alle nur
Actually,
Verkäuferinnen,
we are all just
oder?
people who are alone, but who really,
Eigentlich sind
really
wir einfach alle nur
enjoy
Menschen, die
when we
allein
can
sind,
share our
die es aber
time
sehr, sehr
with other
genießen,
people. And on that
wenn wir
note, I
unsere
wish you a
Zeit
good night.
mit anderen
Sleep
Menschen teilen
well.
können.
See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is already day
Und
16, as far as I can remember.
wünsche ich dir jetzt eine gute
And
Nacht.
tomorrow
Schlaf
we are
schön.
going to
Wir sehen uns
Terra
morgen.
Deos, and we
Morgen ist
get
schon
there.
16.
We'll also reach to the next
Und morgen bis
destination.
nach,
I'm sure. My friends, see you tomorrow.
wir kommen
Bye
an.
bye.
Wir
Thanks
kommen
for
an.
watching.
Was weiß ich. Bis morgen. Tschüss.